But
yes,
Cardi
yes.
B and her daughter had an instance yesterday.
Yeah, something. It trended a few days. So she was under fire online, and I think I now know why I love that lady. I do love Cardi B. So she's playing one of her. I don't know which one. If it's the one with Megan, you know those.
Yeah.
You know
Her rap is
her songs
explicit.
are.
Yeah. Explicit. Yeah.
And then she's just there feeling, and then Culture walks in, her daughter.
Her daughter, yeah.
And then she just go, oh, no, and then she goes.
She switches it off.
She switches it off.
Yeah.
And I think it's a live view or something. And then there's backlash. You play these songs, all the little kids listen to it. Why do you now not let your daughter listen to it?
Wow.
Her response is epic.
What was
and
it?
she goes like, first of all, I'm not Jojo Siwa. Jojo is a Nickelodeon mascot or something. She's like a face of Nickelodeon. She's like 17 now. So she does all those feel-good kids, jump around songs. And she says, I'm not Jojo Siwa. I make songs for adults.
Yeah.
When my daughter grows up, she can make that option. But for now, I am a parent.
That's very
Beautiful.
intelligent
Beautiful.
response
Beautiful.
from her.
You know?
Beautiful.
And so that's what. So there was backlash. I she gave that response.
How many Nigerian artists actually have that sense of responsibility, however? Because
Wow.
Yeah,
But
so
I
it's,
said
it's,
No,
a
it's a
very
fact
important
now.
thing because, you know, the average child now is doing every single dance move you see on very adult music videos.
and we actually propagate
Yes.
this on social media by sharing it.
Exactly.
We laugh about it. We're like, oh, look at
The
this.
artist will share a
child.
kid
Yeah.
dancing to his
Yes.
explicit lyrics.
Exactly.
And they'll be like,
On his own
it
page.
shows that I'm successful. If a kid can dance
If
to
I'm
it.
transcending
We've
the
seen some of
ages.
our faves do it.
Oh, yeah, and
So, but I
it's
was shocked
alarming.
that she did that kind of thing. And when she gave the response, I was like,
Yeah, hats off. It's important to own, so she's owning it. She's owning her parenting, you know, style and everything, no matter what the world says. And she has millions of followers. So this is her saying she's basically giving a middle finger to everyone who does not care, does not like her choices right now, despite the fact that she could lose fans for it. So I love the fact that she took that stand, and hey, I think a lot of artists could take a cue from this.
Yeah.
A lot of people could also take a cue from Princess.
Okay.
Princess
Oh, yes.
yesterday.
Oh, let me tell about this. Now there was a very interesting interview on Your View yesterday on TVC where Princess was a guest and she talked about her the instance of her marriage ending in 2 weeks after they got married and everything.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah, she was married for just 2 weeks and everything went bust. But one thing I noticed about her very interesting interview is, well, Princess will always be Princess, and she also owned it. She owned the fact that she was responsible for the marriage not working out. She said that it should never have happened in the first place. That there were signs, but she didn't take these signs. Instead, she just went along with a marriage that shouldn't have been. And that she continued by saying that if you're in such a situation, just own up and do something about it. Don't remain in it. It was a very, very strong interview. It actually trended on social media, which is why I thought that we should talk about it. It was very interesting. And
So-
she also has this sense of positivity about her. She said, if it happens, it can happen to anybody, but don't be like Princess, she said. Be like Funke Kindele and she mentioned somebody else, Tiwa Savage, and just make sure that you get out of that situation. Whatever happens to you now is not going to define you. Something good or better is going to happen
Eventually.
I really like it.
Do you take the blame for your marriage?
Yes, I take the blame for the failure because it shouldn't have happened. I was stupid, plain and simple.
The marriage shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Yes. Counselor said it is better to have a broken engagement than a broken marriage. And, you know, automatically I said, we've given out IVs. I don't understand.
Wow.
How are we going to do that? But I'll tell you, when it happened, the first thought that came to my head was, we should have just cancelled. So he found out that maybe I wasn't as, how do I say it, out there as I, you know.
As you looked.
No fashion sense. You saw that at least today they helped me. He was one who made me to start wearing gown. He did a lot of things for me that I didn't even know consciously I was doing wrong. Bottom line is, if you have been married and you've been sitting because somebody advised me then, do not sit. Try and get into it. I said, no, you don't get into a relationship. As a Yoruba girl, you have to sit down and think. I'm still thinking 7 years down there. You don't do that. So don't allow, please, my advice to everyone, when you face any challenge in life, especially in these tough times, please do not be like Princess. Be like Tiwa or Funke Akinde. Let me tell you, whatever happens to you, as long as you are alive, Bagbe, something better is in front. Don't sit down.
not every woman would be strong enough to take that stand and actually come out and talk about it. A lot of women are known to just be looking forward to that wedding day. You know, and it's glamorous, it's fun. It's like from childhood you've been thinking about that white dress and thinking about how people are going to celebrate you. They'll stand up for you in the hall when you're passing, you know. But what comes
like the biggest
after
thing here
is very
that one
important.
can pick out is taking responsibility. Because you don't know exactly what happened. She didn't break it down. What she did to some other people who in the same kind of position would have done something different and it might have succeeded or whatever. You understand? So what I'm saying is that as it stands now, the biggest takeaway from there is responsibility.